Alex.
Hi.
So today is what, March?
No idea.
What is it, March 6th maybe?
No fucking
Oh my
clue.
God.
Is it Monday?
Today is Monday,
Yeah.
yes. I was just wondering how you're feeling today.
Well, I'm feeling like I can't believe that I'm turning 40
Happy
in
birthday.
this pandemic.
You want us to do a little happy birthday for you? When's your birthday?
April 28th.
28th.
Or 29th, my mom's not sure. But on my birth certificate, true story, on my birth certificate it's April 28th.
All right, well.
There's a debate, so I just celebrate the 28th and the 29th.
There you go. So you're going to be 40.
But I'm just going to be happy to be alive.
Amen to that. So we're here today at Yoga Factory, March 6th, I think it is, Monday in the middle of this COVID-19.
No,
April 6th.
It's March 6th. Oh my God.
It's been a month. It's been a long month. And I just wanted to shout out to all the teachers and see if you want to give a little hello to everybody. We're filming right now.
Hello to our teachers.
No, the whole public, everybody.
The whole world. Hello to everyone. I'm really grateful for these videos. I hope that you guys are grateful. I know I am really grateful at home when I just need that moment to go into my garage or go out to my porch, have access to Wi-Fi, and be able to plug into Jenna, to Kara, to Sean, to Christine, to Catherine, to everyone that's been making the videos. I think they're a huge impact and really, really vital for our sanity. The truth is the only thing that we can control is ourselves. And, we were just speaking of this. We have to be aware. We have to be mindful. We have to be cautious. But I know for me, when that leads into being scared and fearful, it's almost like I'm inviting to be sick, to not feel well. So keeping my stress down is vital in these times. And it's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. It's hard not to be scared. It's hard not to get on the news and be scared. It's hard not to look at those numbers and not be scared. We're human. So being able to just detach from it, move your body, connect to your breath really does help your nervous system. It helps your immunity. And it's important to just do the next good thing for yourself.
Amen. I know that I can't wait to see everybody and give some hugs, although we think it's going to be a little bit. I'm just grateful that you guys want to keep going and that we have the space here to do that. And we hope as a collective whole that we are really helping all of you out there. And like she said, just keep moving, keep busy, and know that you are loved from the Yoga Factory team and beyond. And we can't wait to open these doors back up. So from our house to your house, we hope that you're enjoying these videos, and we just want to give a shout out, give some love. And now what are you going to do, Alex? 30, 45 minutes? Join us with our
restorative flow.
A 45-minute restorative flow from Alex. Yay. See everybody soon.
So maybe grab yourself some water, possibly a towel, may or may not need it. And if you do have blocks at home, you can have them. If you don't have blocks, you can always use a towel or a book, something. We might use just one at the end of the practice. So let's go ahead and just sit in a seated position, and just whatever leg you favor. We all have that leg that we favor, that we feel most comfortable in. Maybe move a little bit of the flesh away from the sits bones and feel as rooted as possible in your seat. The more rooted we feel, the more connected to the ground, and the more support we feel, and that's really, really important. Your hands can either be palms facing up. This kind of symbolizes our awareness to our practice, our awareness to our breath, but maybe we are a little bit stressed or anxious or worried, and that's okay too. So just hold on to your knees. It's a grounding method to root yourself and connect even a little bit better. And as we start to move and flow and breathe, you're going to feel more available to your mat and to your breath. Try to sit up nice and tall, but just find some ease in your seat. And bring bring the chin slightly towards the chest and shut down the eyes. Start to notice your breath. So this is an active observation of your breath. There's no expectations. It's just becoming aware of how you're breathing right now. When we are overwhelmed, or busy, or stressed, or have a lot on our plates, or a lot on our minds, the breath can be even more shallow than it normally is. So it doesn't have a lot of ability to deepen, to lengthen, to extend. And what we want to do in our yogic practice is to extend and lengthen, elongate the breath. So start to inhale slowly through the nose and exhale even slower through the nose. Imagining that breath. So picture it coming into the back of the throat, opening up and finding some expansion through the chest, breathing some new life into the belly, and making its way all the way into the root, entering the pelvic floor. And then imagine that same extension, length, and connection of your exhale. Keep your eyes closed and picture a place that you love that maybe isn't accessible or available right now. For me, it would be the beach. Imagining myself sitting on the sand. I can hear the water. Maybe see the sunset or sunrise. And just create that vision in your mindset and know that you'll be there again. Slowly start to lift the face, maybe open up the eyes. If you want to leave them closed, that's fine too. I know for me, my allergies have been even worse the last couple of days, so the eyelids can feel heavy, the eyes can kind of sting or burn. So it feels good to let those eyelids hang heavy and just allow that to happen. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale here. Big breath of expansion. You're going to interlace your fingers and just reach up like a good morning stretch. Let the shoulders kind of drop behind the ears, relax the shoulder blades, and then make just this little slight movement where you work into the side body, kind of pressing to that left and right oblique, and just make it nice and slow, nice and small. Start to scoop the belly in, so the navel towards the spine. As you round the spine like a cat back stretch with your exhale, and press the palms towards the mirror. Bring the chin more aggressively into the chest. So restorative practice, we move slower and we hold space for longer. Sometimes this is uncomfortable in a different sense than a powerful or a fast vinyasa. Just notice what you notice, feel what you feel, and whatever is showing up is supposed to. The goal is to really work through that stillness. Press the palms of the hands over to the left corner. You're going to feel that right side body find some expansion, some room. But keep your hip and your sits bones rooted into the mat. Bringing yourself back to center as you keep extending, as you keep lengthening and pressing, almost like you're actively pushing something away from yourself. Just a slight little bit of movement. So start to really find some space in that left side body. Bring yourself back to center. Inhale, push, lengthen, find extension, and exhale, lift, rise. Drop the right arm over, soften that right elbow, and really go deeper into that left side body, but still keep that left sits bones on the mat. If it's available without lifting the hip or coming off the left cheek, come down onto that right forearm and see if you can go deeper into that left side body. Try to roll the bicep behind the ear. And if you want to feel that even a smidgen or two deeper, flip it so the palm is facing up. Press through that right palm and exhale right into the other side. Maybe start here and add on after you notice how you feel. It's very normal to have one side tighter than the other. So you want to balance through the body and do the same thing we do to the left and the right, but observe the body and make those modifications. Coming down onto your forearm, if that's available, to deepen that right side body stretch and keep bringing the bicep behind the ear. Try not to lose sight of what matters most, that long extension of breath, our inhale and our exhale here. Flip the palm and see if that deepens the stretch. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Nice. Walk the hands back. And now you'll have the fingertips face forward, so they're facing the glute. You're going to keep a bend in the elbows, and almost just like you're kind of hanging out here. Let your head find that sweet spot between the shoulder blades, and let your chin be towards the ceiling. Another opportunity to shut down the eyelids, take a break from what you see, and connect into how you're feeling. Come up nice and slow. And this time we'll walk our fingertips forward. So again, kind of like a little spider walk, press into the fingertips. Keep the sits bones rooted onto the mat. Draw through, so you're lifting up the shoulder blades, and let the heavy head be heavy. Notice what you notice, connect to how you feel, but let's be active observers, no judgments, no expectations. Stress can hold in the body in different areas for different people. Yoga is that moving and that connection with that breath that we get to release and at least lengthen. And don't be concerned if maybe it's a little bit tighter, because there's a lot of elements and factors to why it is. Walk your fingertips over towards the right corner. Now we're going more into the hip flexor here, but try to settle that left shoulder down and keep walking those fingertips forward. Let that softness be on the belly, kind of pressing into the thigh, and let the head be heavy. Inhale and exhale here. Walking our fingertips back to center, over to the left corner, deep into that right side hip, drop that right shoulder, and see if that allows a little bit, maybe even an inch or two of your fingertips forward. Your head is heavy, your shoulders are rounding, and your belly is soft. Breathe. Let it come, and let it go. Bring ourselves back to center. Walk your fingertips back. All right, let's cup the knees again, so you'll hold on, per se, and I want you to just start making little circles through the main frame of the body. Your hips may come off a little bit, that's okay, but try not to make it too big. Create a softness in the belly. Drop the shoulders from the ears, and just take those nice pivotal circles, and then maybe you start to make that circle a little bit bigger. We're working our way to the left. And then start to dramatize this and accentuate the room in the backside body as you're scooping your belly in and rounding through your spine. Inhaling and exhaling here. One more, we'll stop halfway and we'll switch our direction. Our flow to the left. Keep gripping on like you're holding on to your knees. Start with those small circles, working your way into a bigger size circle, and then working into a nice extension, really rounding through the spine, scooping in the belly, letting the shoulders relax. It's self-soothing, and it's so necessary right now to self-soothe. Remember, as a baby, we were rocked, possibly. You're rocking yourself. You're soothing yourself through small movement and connection to breath. Bring yourself back to center. Inhale the arms up once again. Big breath of expansion. Interlace your fingers once again like you're taking that good morning stretch. Reach. And we'll let the right arm come down. Take the left arm with it, and we're gonna roll up and out into our tabletop. So take a moment to check into that alignment. You want your elbows wrapped in and back, your hips over the knees, and the shoulders over the wrist. Start to plug in your toes here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the face. Tops of the feet start to exhale round. Tuck the chin into the chest. Really, really dramatize this. So, like you're actively pushing something away from you and scooping the navel in towards the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Take your time. Slow through movement. Deep connection to breath. Tuck the toes. Let the belly almost like gravity wins here. Like something is pressing or sitting on your mid-spine. Feel the space that you're creating. And then tops of the feet. Exhale, round. Really make a rounded spine. Scooping the belly in. Pushing the mat away. Fingertips spread evenly. And bringing the chin into the chest with that exhale. Beautiful. Open up the knees here. Tuck your toes and shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. So again, we're working in that small movement, self-soothing movement, a little rock and roll action, and each time we're getting the benefits of really making some connection to our feet, pressing into those yogi toes, working through that fascia, connective tissue that gets tight. I know for me, I'm usually always in bare feet, and lately I've been sticking my feet in shoes, and so the feet really take a toll when you're confining them, as we do. We are being confined, and that is taking a toll too. Walk your fingertips forward, let your shoulders settle, and come down to your chin. Now if you feel any sort of pressure, yogis, in the cervical spine, then switch this and come on to your right between your brows, your third eye, where you can be on the bridge of your nose. But this is really nice to open up that air passage to expand through the throat chakra here, if that's available for you in this space. Inhale, big breath, and exhale. At the same time you're breathing, you're actively pushing the mat away and pressing the sit bones into the heels to really press through the toes. Make sure you can notice the sound of your breath. Really keep that connection. Keep building that relationship. Come up nice and slow. Just a little bit of leverage from your chest off your thighs. And relax the toes. And then have a seat here. So you're coming into a relaxed, open child's pose. Come down onto the third eye, right between each brow, and start to rock and roll through the forehead. I love to do this when I get on my mat. What's taking up tension, stress, causing all in between the brows to be tight. It's almost like I'm just letting it melt here on my mat. Inhaling and exhaling here. Breathing and connecting here. Letting go of everything out there. Keep lengthening that left arm long, and let's weave the right arm underneath. We're going to come onto our right shoulder, right ear, right palm facing up. Now you can leave this left arm extended, or you can bind it over to your right hip, and maybe you're even flexy enough to tuck it into that right thigh. But make sure you keep the neck nice and long. We don't want to cut off any air. We don't want to create any inability to let that prana run smoothly through the throat, through the chest, into the belly. Now sometimes, again, if you're really flexy, you practice often, this may not be enough stretch for that right shoulder. You can always transfer this onto your left ear, and you'll instantly go deeper, but just keep maintaining pressing the sits bones back onto the heels. Now you can stay here or bring your right ear back. We're going to inhale, make a fist with this right palm. Imagine all the things that are stressing you out, right? We're in this together. This is real, this is happening. We want to keep disconnecting ourselves and finding our way to our breath and our mat. Imagine you're crunching it, creating like your own resistance. And as you exhale, open up the palm and let it go. If it doesn't serve you, it doesn't belong to you, then don't let it take up space with you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, big breath, squeeze, make a fist. Exhale, find release. Beautiful, yogis. Unwind that left arm, extend that left arm, and then come out and lengthen. Maybe you walk that right forearm a little bit more to the midline, but you want to expand the palm of the hand so fingertips are evenly spread apart. Take an inhale here and an exhale as we weave that left arm under the right, coming onto our left shoulder, left ear. You can keep this right arm finding extension and length, or you can bind it over or tuck it into that left hip. Yogi choice. Wherever you are in your space is perfect. You need more into that left shoulder. Transfer onto the right ear. Inhale, make a fist with that left palm. Really squeeze and exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. One more time, yogis. Trust the process. Engage with the breath. Squeeze, make a fist. Exhale, release it. Let it go. Unravel this right arm, lengthen it long. Unravel this left arm, lengthen it long. And let's roll through onto our belly, finding our Sphinx pose. So lengthening the legs long behind you. Settle onto the top of the thighs. Press the forearms onto the mat. And again, imagine gravity is the winner here. You're just settling into the space. So really let your chest settle, let your belly press into the mat, and then let that heavy head be heavy. Just let it dangle here and connect to your breath.
Create the feet hip distance apart and press through the tops of the feet. So you're taking the pressure off the joints, you're taking the pressure off the knees. Be rooted, be grounded, feel supported. We can't control what happens sometimes to us, for us, amongst us, but you can control what you're allowing within you, within us. Take the left ear to the left shoulder and start to find even more space and extension through the right side of the neck. Drop the head as it hangs heavy, rolling it through a half circle rotation, and the right ear to the right shoulder. This is a nice stretch and a good indication of kind of what side is a little tighter than the other, so then you can, know what to give more attention to. Drop the head, soften the face, press through the palms of the hands and start to push the mat away. Feel a really yummy stretch in your lower lumbar. So let the shoulders come away from the ears, opening up that heart center and chest, and really pressing those hips into your mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale all the way onto your belly. Beautiful, yogis. Let's go ahead and extend the right arm over to the side. Flex that left foot. Lift, pressing and pointing that left toe up to the ceiling. And we're going to go deeper, second shoulder stretch into our right shoulder. So scorpion tail that left leg and let it find behind the right leg. You can take this left arm and bind it over and under that right hip. Again, if you're super flexy, you want to go deeper, you want to pay attention to your left shoulder as well, you could interlace these fingers behind you and find a deeper shoulder stretch here. Don't push or pull, especially we don't want to do that in any practice, but in the restorative practice, we're here to find that restore in the body, that ease, that soft space in the body. So surrender and just take it easy. Let the head fall heavy, but keep the neck long for that extension of breath. And just breathe. One more sip of breath, yogis. Again, all these opportunities to close the eyes. Connect to how you feel. Roll back onto your belly here, and we'll switch to our other side. So we'll lengthen the left arm long, spread the fingers. Scorpion tail that right leg, press the toe up towards the ceiling, and roll into our left shoulder. Any add-ons, variations, and modifications here that are going to suit you and what you need in your space right now. Keep opening up the chest, however. Keep connecting to the breath, most importantly. Notice if you have that angst to do something, to get out of the space, to disconnect, and just work through it. Forcing yourself to be still. A lot happens when you're doing nothing. A lot of growth. One more sip of breath, we'll roll back onto our belly. Beautiful, yogis. Make a little bit of organic movement, however Tuck the toes here again. And then lift the belly up and off the mat. As you walk the heels closer towards the face, tuck all 10 yogi toes. So sometimes my pinky toe doesn't get in there or I have to help it. And we're gonna come back again into that puppy dog pose, this time with our toes really pressed in so we get to work through those yogi toes again. Not holding this space too long, you're going to press up onto the tops of your fingertips and start to walk the fingertips back. Now coming into that yummy toe stretch that everybody loves. Ooh, I'm feeling that today. Let the sits bones really press into the heels. The harder this is, the more you beat it. So just try to find some ease. Take the shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll move through some arm movement to take our minds off our toes and take our mindset to our breath. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then exhale, twist over to the left. You can take this left arm, just let it dangle. Or once again, bind it over to your right hip. I have really tight shoulders. Partially years of dancing, partially just my anatomy. So I have to be conscious to roll the shoulder back and down, almost manually move it. So you start to notice those things about your body and your practice. Doesn't mean something's wrong, it's just your body. And notice what you notice so you can do what you need to do to deepen the stretch and to really benefit from the practice. See if you can peek over that left shoulder and then down and past the right. Beautiful yogis. Inhale, big breath of expansion. Reach, drop the shoulders from the ears, however, and exhale, twist. Left hand will come over to that right hip. Right arm hangs heavy, or you can keep rolling the shoulder, keep expanding and opening the chest, and take the right hand to the left hip. Breathe. I'm feeling it too. Walk our fingertips forward. Come back to your tabletop here. Now instead of pounding out the toes, lift the feet up off the mat. Feel what you feel and roll through these feet. Create some movement, come into ankle mobility here. Switch the direction of that movement. Nice. Okay, we're going to take the left leg, work it behind the left wrist, okay? This is where if you do have a block available,
could use a block here again, or your book or your prop that you're using, coming to the outside and onto that right forearm. If this left knee starts to lift, keep pressing it down. Open and expand, stacking the shoulders, and then reach and lengthen, make room and space in that left side body. Keep opening the chest, keep rolling that left shoulder back, and keep extending this left arm. Take one more sip of breath, and maybe, so you're squaring off the hips towards the right, walk down this right leg. Now, if this is too much, create a little micro bend in your right knee. Don't make this about touching your toes. Focus on the length and extension of your spine, and melt that belly onto the thigh. Inhale. And exhale here. Come up nice and slow, yogis. Create a wing in this right leg. So just tuck it. Then you're going to chill here. Okay, so you're coming back. This time your fingertips will face behind you, but you still kind of find that sweet spot in the shoulder blades, and you're chilling in this seat. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe even let the mouth open, find softness in the face. Don't worry about what you look like. If I'm not worried about it in the front of this camera to thousands, then you don't worry about it sitting in your home. Find ease in the body. Find space in the body. If you want to go deeper into that right hip a little bit, then take the left foot to the right thigh, press it on it, and drop that left knee. So you might feel that a little bit deeper in the right hip. Beautiful. Exhale, release. We're going to switch over to the left and find our tabletop. Switch it so your fingertips are facing your knees and the wrists are facing the front of the mat. And then just a little slight movement. It doesn't have to be big or dramatic. You're going to feel it. You're going to notice your edge in that stretch in the wrist. Beautiful. Have a seat on your heels. Squeeze the inner thighs together and inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Same idea. Roll that right shoulder back. Look over and past your right shoulder and down and past that left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Come back to center. Start to act like you're pushing two walls away from you. So again, you're creating your own tension and resistance purposely. Press, 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 and push. And then let your thumbs face down and back. So you're rolling through that fascia, all of that tissue that gets tight, gets stuck, that wraps around the big muscle groups. And then the palms will face up, the fingertips will face back, really finding expansion, opening up our heart center, connecting to what serves us, releasing what doesn't. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lower back to that tabletop. Take the right leg and set it behind the right wrist. Lengthen your left leg long, and again, use your prop if you need to come into this lizard lunge. And sometimes even though you can get there in that space, if you feel tension or pulling, you're working with an ego instead of with the mindset of restoring and healing the body. Okay? So really just, you want to find, it's okay to be a little uncomfortable in the practice, but we never want to feel pain or pressure. Let the head be heavy. Hopefully the thoughts are light. Best results, they're non-existent at this point, and you're just connecting to your breath.
sips of breath. Coming up slow, putting the block to the side or in front, and walk that right foot over towards the left. Create that 90-degree angle or the best that you can, and lengthen that left leg long behind you. If it's tight, options to put a block under the right sits bones is available. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle. You can do this a couple times. I love to do this, especially when I'm tight or I haven't practiced in a while. This way, I'm not forcing, like making my body do something it's not ready for. I'm connecting to my breath, little sips of breath to find the space more patiently. Come down onto your forearms, or maybe you extend the arms and lengthen, but keep dropping that left hip to square off the hips towards the front. One more sip of breath. Let's come up slow. Roll onto your right hip, press into your right sits bones, all twist to face the front. You're going to extend your left leg and tuck your right leg in. Now again, you can use your prop, your book, or your block to come to the outside of the left leg. Let the forearm press onto the mat. Open up the chest as you stack the shoulders. And then lengthen. But try not to collapse around here. Keep reaching and lengthening here. If you can close the gap without compromising the form, you can go for it. But notice that when I touch my toe, my shoulder starts to come in. So it's best for me to just focus on extension and length, always working through form before depth, form before that fluidity. And then transfer your hips to face that left leg. Micro bend that left knee if you need to, and forward fold onto that left leg. Inhale, find length, make space, exhale. One more sip of breath, roll up nice and slow. Tuck that left leg in like you're creating that little wing again. Fingertips will face the back and you're just chilling. Find softness in all parts of the body. Shut down the eyes and just breathe. If you want to go deeper, take the right foot, the right heel, onto the top of the left thigh. You might have to help it. And then let that right knee come back down. Coming up nice and slow. So good, yogis. Let's come back to a seated position. This time, take the leg that you don't favor, that you wouldn't automatically go to. So my right leg will now be over my left. Hopefully we're all a little bit more accessible, open. We've kind of released or shredded some of the negativity, some of not even necessarily negative, factual, real, but we want to escape. We want a healthy escape for just a little bit. And that's what we were just able to find with ourselves and with our breath and with our mat. So your palms are facing up. There's lightness in our fingertips. There's lightness in that heart that was once a little heavy. Let the shoulders drop from the ears. Bring the chin slightly towards the chest, nothing aggressive, and shut down the eyelids again. And connect just to that inhale and exhale, and observe how your breath feels now.
go ahead and extend onto our mat, finding the sweet space of our Shavasana. Time for true restoration and meditation.